Welcome back to Stir the Pot. Today we're going to be making pumpkin bread. I have been through many recipes with pumpkin bread, and this one is by far the best. You'll want to stick around with me till the end for all of the instructions so that you too can make a pumpkin bread like this, and it is delicious. Please give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. It will help us with our YouTube algorithms. Now, let's stir the pot. Today we're going to be making pumpkin bread. We make this around this time of the year, around October, November, along with our zucchini bread and our banana bread. So, if you would, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It will help our algorithms on YouTube. So, let's stir the pot. We will start by taking our flour. We have 2 cups of flour. And to our flour, we're going to be adding 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I do have clean fingers, okay? 1 teaspoon of cloves, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then a half a teaspoon of baking powder and of salt. So we're going to take these first and we're going to whisk it together, just to get all of your seasoning through there so that when you add this to your butter and sugar, you're good to go. So that's mixed. So now we're going to get our butter and our eggs. Butter and eggs. So we have 2 sticks of unsalted butter, and we're going to melt this. So our butter is melted, and we're going to mix to the butter. You don't want it to be really hot, okay? So I'm swirling a little bit to cool it down. I don't want to scramble my eggs when I put it in there. So make sure your butter's not like super hot. And we're going to add to it 2 eggs. Uh-oh. We'll also add 2 cups of sugar. And now we're going to get the mixer going and mix all this together, or cream it. We will also add 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring, now we will want to get our 1 can, and this is 15 ounces of pumpkin. Don't get the pumpkin pie, get the 100% pure pumpkin. Or it says 100% pure. Right, we don't believe nothing. No, truly, I have heard that even though it says 100% pumpkin, that they put like some squash in here, so I don't know if that's so or not. So we will mix this together. So now we're going to start adding our flour. We'll add this a little bit at a time so that we get it all incorporated in with our, can you see the pumpkin, sugar, eggs, You know it's scrumptious just like that. I have tried many pumpkin bread recipes. This one is my favorite, so I hope it is for y'all too. Okay, we have that mixed up. And now we're going to fold in about 1/3 cup of roasted pecans. So I had put this in the oven at 350 for 10 to 12 minutes. And after I roasted them, I did chop them up. So we're just going to fold the nuts in. You can use any nut that you want to. Or you could use raisins or currants. Whatever you and your family like. Ooh, you can use chocolate chips. So can you see this? So now we're going to get 2 prepared loaf pans. I sprayed them in the pan for baking. You can use butter and flour if you would like. You could use butter and sugar or butter and cinnamon, however you want to prepare those pans. I've tried all of those and those are all good. I'm going to clean up my work area just a little bit here so I have a place to put my pans. Okay. This does make, again, the recipe makes 2. So these are 2 small. What we will do is we will use one of these now. We'll eat it now, and then we'll put the other one in the freezer to have over the holidays with family and friends. And you'll just put half in one and half in the other. We want to even it out. You can use a spatula if you want to, or you can just shake it. And I find that shaking works best for me. It'll kind of level itself. It's like I got one just a tad bit larger than the other one, but no one will know. I'm not going to have them both out at the same time. So I put them on a cookie sheet. It makes it a lot easier to get it in and out of the oven. And also, though I'm not expecting it with the bread, it does help if you have any spillover. So we have the oven set at 325. And we're going to go in we're going to start this at 55 minutes. So it'll be 55 to 60 minutes and we'll test it. So here we go in the oven. See you back in a few. I think it's done. Let's get it out and check it. Yes, I would say that is done. We're going to move these over to the cooling rack and let them cool for about 10 minutes, and then we'll turn them out and let them completely cool. Okay, while they cool, I'm going to stir up a glaze that we will put on top of it. So our glaze, we have 2 cups of confectionery sugar. We have 3 tablespoons of butter. We have about 1.5 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and 1 teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. So I'm going to start first by putting my liquids in here, and then I'm going to add my sugar. I may need more, I may need less, and that's why I'll do it in that way. I'm just going to give this a quick stir. You can do this with your stand mixer or your hand mixer. I'm just going to whisk this today. So now we're going to start adding our powdered sugar, or confectionery sugar. So I'm going to put about half of it in here to begin with, and we'll see what consistency we have, and then we will add more if we need it. I'm only making enough for one of these loaves. I'll be freezing the other one for the holidays, so I'll take this out whenever I have people over, or eat it Christmas morning or Thanksgiving morning. By that time, I'll have 3 of them in the freezer. We have the zucchini in there now that I had made last week or week before last. Then I'll have my pumpkin, and then I'll put one more in there, which will be my banana. So if you'll look here at the consistency that I have, if you want it thinner, and I might want mine just a little bit thinner so that it pours better, I'll pop it in the microwave for a moment and just let it get thinner so that when I pour it on my bread, it will cover the whole bread. So that's it for right now. We'll be back when the bread cools, and we'll put it on. Okay, so the breads have cooled. This one, I will wrap this later. I will want it completely cooled, and I'll wrap this and put it in the freezer to go alongside that zucchini bread. The zucchini bread recipe will be right here at the end of the screen. So let's glaze this one. I did put my glaze in the microwave for just a moment because it did get a little thick as we were waiting for the bread to cool. So isn't she a beauty? Please give us a thumbs up. The recipe to the zucchini bread is here. The recipe for this is down in the description. Leave us a comment. Tell us if you want us to cook you something, or if you have a comment about the bread, and subscribe. Also want to thank the people who have subscribed to our channel, and thank you guys for stopping by. Until next time, stir the pot.